And something also that about the point of, yeah, of course, yeah, be have patience with when discussing and all that kind of stuff. You know, something that doesn't help is that liberals themselves, and I mean the fucking state approved liberals, have not done a good job, or they've intentionally done a job of trying to muddle the water on this by doing the fucking both sides totalitarianism, that fucking garbage. By trying to always link fascism and communism or socialism. Whenever they speak of Hitler, they always say, "Oh, Hitler or Stalin." When they talk about Nazi Germany, they're like, "Or the Soviet Union." I know in many history and high school teaching around the world, they always do a module, and it's basically all the comparisons between, similarities between fascism and communism, and it's the usual fucking communism when the government does stuff basically, and they're like, oh well, in fascism the government does stuff too, so see fucking right. And the very fact that the concept of totalitarianism, which you by the way see only echoed in what's it called, liberal work, because it has no explanatory power. It's entirely a term used and invented to link socialism and fascism. That's its only purpose, because otherwise the two ideologies have absolutely nothing in fucking common. But they like to bring some strange idea of oh yeah, but the government was, had more fucking civil restrictions, or had more a certain office had more executive power, as if they're pretending that France or the UK or Britain or the US at the same time frame didn't have those exact same things, right? It's so stupid.
And also that it's just like, if you're taught this in school, and then okay, you raise your hand, why, if that's true, if they're the same, why do they hate each other so much? Why does neither claim the other as part of their movement? Why are they always trying to kill each other? Why are the fascists, like these, supposedly socialist people, always so quick to go and exterminate communists? It doesn't take much thought to get through it.
It's socialist infighting, you see. I'm very smart. I'm very smart. Pee pee poo poo.
All of World War II was just socialist infighting. Don't you guys know?
Factional dispute. Fucking
the precursor to Twitter drama.
Hitler was like, maybe Trotsky was right, and Stalin was like, oh, go fuck yourself. And but Poland was like, oh, I like Mao more than all of you guys, so that's why they agreed on fucking up Poland. But then after that, had to deal with the Trotsky question. I'm kidding. And we have a ton of listeners at this point, so there's probably like a 0.1% chance of one of our listeners right now hearing me say this and actually Googling, did Stalin attack Hitler over Trotsky? That would be absolute gold. And it probably just happened. As you are listening, and if it's not you doing it, somebody in some godforsaken corner of this planet is doing this right now. Just to explain just how downtrodden we all are. I mean, sorry for the doomer pill, but we are.
Please, okay. The actual historical fact is that Stalin ratioed Hitler, and that was the entire. That's the reason the war started. Okay,
that's right. That's why he killed himself.
Exactly. Yeah, he got ratioed. All right. He told him he was like. He depicted him as the soy was a soy wojak, and every time he would reply, he would get another ratio, and then he couldn't put up with it anymore. So he was like, you know what, death is a preferable alternative.
Stalin's just sending memes like "No Lebensraum."
That's so fucking. Oh fuck!
And then the war ends, and the quote tweet where he ratioed Hitler. I don't know. FDR quote tweets him and says, "No genes," and the Cold War begins.
Oh man, it was all a Twitter. It was all Twitter beef. They should have collabed. They should have collabed. Squash the beef. I'm so sorry. So fucking stupid.